go. The pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7. Patriots nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
At the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And a dump off to White. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Newton throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 28-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Jackson's
7 yards to pick up there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
19 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. John Simon in on the stop.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run with Dobbins. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
The score, Ravens 14, Patriots nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devin Asiasi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it,
there he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On a handoff, it's White. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ravens 21, Patriots 7.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
45-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun. Newton, he's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give to White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
On the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
First down.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Pass. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
The score, Ravens 28, Patriots 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's complete to White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To the air again, Newton. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cam goes out wide quickly. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
3-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
That's good.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Frank Gore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score. Ravens 28, Patriots 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll roll him out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. To throw again is Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. Third down here.
It's third down.
Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Bird on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On second down, they'll run with White. White's got a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
44-yard line.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 38. Patriots 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Newton on 1st down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 30. The 20. 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyrell Williams. An even 90 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Ravens 38. Patriots 22.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the handoff, this is White. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He may try and run for them. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. With the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Ravens.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
29-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
In your face. Hey! Watch the safety creep. Greg.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the stop.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Ravens 48. Patriots 20.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
gain of 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 48, come on. 48,
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Down by Marcus.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Mike, 48.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run it with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have the onside kick, and we'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lightning speed there from the safety, Devin McCourty, on the sack. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.